Linköping.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Linköping.
Okay, thanks.
We're live. Hello.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Is it live?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Welcome everyone to Global Game Jam 2025 here in Linköping. It's been a couple of years since the pandemic hit us. We're not sure on how many, but yeah, it's still going well, and just a few months away, then it will all be back to normal. Yeah. Okay, so what is this strange thing you've run into? This is an event for you to create a game within 48 hours with help of all the participants. It's an opportunity to learn new things, try to go out of your comfort zone. If you're a programmer, maybe you can try some art. If you're an artist, try making music. And if you're a music guy, oh, God help you. You try to meet new people. Try to find some new. It's always fun to make games together. So really try to find people that are like-minded and like kind of the same idea that you do, and team up with them. And don't try to stick with just the old team, because it's nice to meet new friends. It's an opportunity to challenge yourself, try to make something that you never thought was possible. And also, most importantly, it's also time to not finish your game and just goof around and have fun. Yes, jamming over Discord. We usually host these events in real life, but due to the pandemic, we have hosted quite few of them remotely. But we try to keep the same structure. So think about this server as a huge building where all happy jammers are sitting and jamming away in. We have some information channels, so general info and event-specific info. We have a help channel if you need help with something. But the core concept of this Discord server is that once the jam is running, we can create voice channels in it, and we can then sit and jump between the rooms in it and talk to each other. So it's a very community-driven event. You can always post nice things you're working on and chat in general. Main stage, here we have presentation, and Hangout Lounge, we will have social events in that one. If you need help, poke on our organizer. We have a little new bot. Previously we had the baby boy. He's now been reborn as Yam Jarvis. He gives you access to a bunch of different things. You can, for example, create a new text channel with a corresponding voice channel for your team. You can tag yourself a programmer, artist, musician if you want to showcase your skills. You can also do the same thing in the role assignment channel. Just type help for help. The schedule is today. We'll start with the intro. After this is done, we'll do the team reveal. Then we're going to have a collective brainstorm. And then we do the group forming. So if you don't already have a group, don't worry. It's all part of the schedule. Then tomorrow we will have a halftime review. What that means is that we'll get together in this main stage channel, and then we'll share what we've done during the few hours we had to do something on. We're also going to have a night hangout with some party games. I think Gartic Phone is one we'll do. And then on Sunday, we have final presentation and upload deadline. And yes, halftime review. You will receive information on this one. Basically, showcase what you're working on, any funny bugs or things. That will happen tomorrow. and it's really nice to participate in it. And there are a bunch of different sites that we are going to use during this jam. So globalgamejam.org is like the official site for it. One can upload the game there, and you need to have an account to do so. So if you haven't already, register one now. We also have an itch.io jam page for this jam, and since we're jamming remotely, we're going to use this one to playtest each other's games. So on Sunday, make sure that your game is on itch, because then people can easily download it and goof around in it. Yes, and we'll use Google Slide presentations where everyone can add a little slide on their game and then tell us about it. But you'll get more info about this when it's time for presentations. Yep, register in advance because this site can crash. Okay. Now I see that I don't have a slide on the actual brainstorming, or do I?
It's probably after the theme.
Yes. Okay, but let's go for the theme reveal then. Are you hype?
Oh yes.
Let's go!
Wow.
Okay, let's go. Okay. Yes. So the theme is duality. What will happen now is brainstorming. What we'll do is that we will divide all participants in these main stage channels into small groups. These are not the groups that you will be working with. These groups are intended for you to have some people to sit and discuss your theme with. It's usually easiest if you do this through a microphone, because it's most comfortable and easiest to just do some things. And you will have 15 minutes to sit and discuss what game ideas you think duality can intend. After that, we will move everyone back to the main stage channel, where each group will have the opportunity to present their game idea. And obviously, this is just to get people started, like, oh yeah, I like this idea. And from these ideas, usually what happens is that group tend to form and say, oh yeah, I like that idea. Oh, me too, I want to work on that one. But yes, is the channel moving bot ready?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Do we have any questions on this process?
We had a question in the chat. Someone saying they don't have a mic because they're outside, and there are text channels associated with each channel. So you can just
Yes,
type in
there
group
is a
1 through
text
5.
channel for each first.
Okay, nice. Then let's divide up, and I'll start the timer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm starting moving you now. That didn't work. That's interesting.
Is it because
Oh,
the
no,
channels
empty
are
whiskey.
privates?
Oh, okay, they need to be empty. That sucks.
Oh.
Okay.
Should we just drag the
Let's-
organizers back in and then move them?
Yeah, let's drag them into like organizer meetings or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, just hold on 1 second.
Whoa!
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes, 1 second. Let me just fix yes for us to hear about. By the way, Thea, I started recording to YouTube again. I'm not sure if I made the stream very sad because I disconnected for a little while, or if it's up and running.
Well, it hasn't been anyone watching concurrently, at least.
Okay. Yeah, but just for safekeeping for the future.
Yeah.
Yes, so now what will happen is that we'll go through each group and then they're gonna pitch their cool game that they discussed. And obviously there is really no need to just, you can take an own idea and work on it. So this is just things to get your noggin jogging. But group number 1, wait, was that my group?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we thought about the theme duality and figured out that, well, there is a game, Tafat, the old game of catch. You have one that hunts and persons that try to hide. So our idea is that you have a multiplayer game, where you have one hunter that tries to catch all other ones, and this could be themed in different ways. Maybe it's an SCP-ish ancient evil that tries to catch all the scientists, trying to contain it, and when it captures one scientist, the scientist turns into the monster, and the dude that was the monster now is a normal human. But it could be standard as well. And our idea is that these two different players play in different perspectives. So the monster plays it in first person, so have a limited field of vision. The one that are trying to escape maybe play a top-down version, or maybe they can control multiple people and can somehow like build things to protect or contain the hunter. But yes, that's our idea. Anything else we want to add about it?
Oh, sounds about
Yes.
what you talked about.
Yes. Okay. Group number 2.
I believe that was my group. If no one else in my group wants to speak, I can take and explain what we did. So the name for our game was Passing Through. So it's sort of a quite simple mechanic. Mechanically, it's quite simple. So you have sort of like a grid, and you have a move set of moves that you can do, and it's sort of that you can. Now I don't quite remember how it was, but something like you had a move set, and you could sort of destroy blocks and create them. I think the idea came from when walking forward you would destroy blocks, but then you would close them and create blocks behind you. But we sort of went off that, so you had a move set, and then there were different kinds of courses where it was just a square grid with sort of blocks filled in and empty blocks, and there was like different tasks you could do. Different goals for each level. So one sort of goal would be to maybe redirect a river, or maybe you had to block something. We sort of tried, an idea was to theme it around that this was just a dude that was just passing through, and he sort of accidentally just helped people along the way. That was sort of our idea.
Nice. I guess
Great.
it's group
Next
3 then?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be us. So, our game idea that we came up with was a game where you play with the particle wave duality of quantum mechanics, where light and other particles are both a wave and a particle. So I think the goal is to take a beam of light and get it to the other side of the level, and probably change it between wave and particle, and then you can do a bunch of fun stuff like passing it through lenses and mirrors and stuff. And just because we had so much fun discussing it, we came up with the idea that the goal is to kill famous scientists' pet. So maybe kill Schrödinger's cat, kill Einstein's turtle, or kill Plato's platypus. That part is optional, but Schrödinger's game or something would be the name. I think that's a good description, right, Red?
Yes, thank you. Are you satisfied with the title, Schrödinger's Murder Mystery?
Sure, the murder takes a bit too much space in that, but still, that works. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Schrödinger's Wave Duality Murder Rampage.
Perfect.
Yes, group number 4.
Yes. Let me tell you about Rabbit Rampage. So basically, during the day you're this cute rabbit. It's kind of like a roguelike where you have to evolve your rabbit to advance through the world. So during the day you're this cute rabbit who goes around, and the village people, they feed you carrots. And it's very important to remember what people feed you the carrots, because during the night you turn into this monstrosity that rampages through the town and eats humans. But the thing is, to evolve and further advance, you have to eat both human flesh and carrots. So you need to remember which villagers gave you the carrots so you don't eat them during the night. Because if you run out of villagers who give you carrots, then you won't be able to evolve and advance. And then this keeps going and going, and probably you could make some boss fights or something. You should probably implement some kind of skill tree for when you evolve. Do we have anything else to add?
Maybe something along the lines that apart from like just evolving your rabbit, you would also have to like try to evolve the society where this takes place. So you would want like more carrot farmers to move in so that you would have more food available, and you would want to like kill bandits during the night so that the bandits don't steal the carrots for themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's a really good.
Please, I can only I can only add such a long title. Okay, 5.
Yes, that's my group. And I'm gonna grace you with a very short title of Ambience. And we were also inspired of a kind of Jekyll and Hyde concept. We mentioned something with like having 2 buttons for the duality part. And also something about flipping, and like when you go back, you also go back in time. But the most clear idea we have is a kind of puzzle platformer game that plays with the concept of ambigrams, which are words that look completely different or exactly the same when you kind of flip it. Or I guess we thought in a game environment, like maybe also switch, like you switch the color of the background and like it looks like something else. It could be images too. I guess you will just see the chat because it's kind of weird. And that's kind of like a concept we play with, but we don't have any gameplay, really.
Is the description accurate?
No. I really wouldn't say so. because the ambergram thing and the through time thing are two different ones. I think it would be very confusing to have it that same.
Oh, okay. I added totally not, so people don't get confused.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay, wonderful. So here is the great ideas we discussed. What will happen now is that we'll try to find groups. The voice channels and the text channel for these ideas will still be there. So a good way to find like-minded people is to either ask in the text channel or jump in that voice channel and say, "Oh, hey, I really thought this idea was cool. Anyone else want to work on it together?" Obviously, you're free to work on your other project or just shout out in general that I have a great idea, I want to do this game, anyone wants to work with me. Yes, and I think that's all for intro. Now let's, nothing more is scheduled for today. Let's form up groups and create crazy games together. Thank you, and jam away.